Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Kate and this is Cards by Kate Fletcher. If you like what you see today, please do subscribe to the channel and ring that bell for notifications for when I upload my next video. If you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for coming to watch the video today. Now, I recently did a video on falling back in love with your current stash. It had ideas for how to make sure you were using items that you had either bought and never used or bought and not used for a long time. So today I'm going to show you what I have done with some of those items that I put in my box in the last video. So this is one of the items that I wanted to make sure I used. It's a little storage box. This was in a set of 4, and after I put the video up, I was kind of feeling really motivated, so I just got on with it straight away. And the first thing I did was alter this box here. I've used washi. I used 3 different washes, as you can see. And then I've used, this is something that I've had since I started crafting. It's one of the first things I bought in Hobbycraft, I think it was. And it's just beautiful. But then I haven't used it since maybe my first year crafting. And then I've got some die cuts that Steph sent me from a die cut swap. And I think Hadj might have sent me that one. And it's just a really nice altered box. Then I did this next one. Now this next one is the one I wish I'd filmed because I'm so happy with how this came out. Look at this. I absolutely love this. I've used 2 washi on this one. And then again, some more of the die cut Steph gave me. These flowers are from Laura, as are these. The bees and the ladybirds I got from either AliExpress or, you know, one of those kind of sites. And then inside I've put some patterned paper, actually on the bottom, but I think it's really effective and I am so happy with how that came out. So I've got another one to do today and I thought I would show you how I do them in case you wanted to have a go yourself. Now interestingly, this I don't want to call it a procedure, but this top tip, I guess, of putting things in a box and making sure you use it led to even more stash building, because then I reached for these papers, which I just said I've had since I started crafting and haven't really used. I made up all of the flowers and things that Steph gave me. So this was all sent to me as part of a die cut swap, and I'd be meaning to make it up and I just hadn't got there. So I actually sat and made all the bows, all the flowers. So now I've got a really easy go-to box for embellishments. So I'm loving that. So I'd be really interested to hear whether, if you've done my top tip of putting things in a box, has that led to even more stash busting as you've used those bits? Okay, let's crack on with how I've been altering these. So I have prepped already because I wanted to use these. Now these were wooden embellishments that I got from Hobbycraft. It was before Christmas, but I've actually painted them up using my Nuvo embellishment mousses and I think they've come out really well. And I'm going to use those on the top of this box. Now to start this alteration I need 2 washi tapes. So I've chosen this, I can't pronounce it, is it terranium, you know, the things you put the plants in, you can see it's all there. I picked that one, and this one was in the kit also. You're going to need some kind of glue that dries clear, so I'm going to use Cosmic Shimmer. And then this literally will go around the edge of the box and round the top of the box. So I just want to make sure I've got a nice straight edge first. So I'm just going to trim that. Now these embellishment boxes I got from Homebargins. So I'm going to actually open it up, and the first layer of washi, which is going to be this one, is going to go on the bottom half of the box. So I literally put it against, can you see there is a ridge here, and I literally butt it up to that and then start unwinding basically. Like so. But the washi doesn't stick all by itself to the box, which is why I have the Dries Clear Glue, because I'm going to go around and just reinforce it with the glue in a second. But I am really making sure that I go over the washi a few times just to help it along its way. It's really handy having that ridge there because it gives you something to aim for, and it gives you a good guide, and it also makes sure that the washi goes on straight. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to open that back up again. Now I personally haven't done the middle bit there, but you could if you wanted to. Just get my scissors, trim it off. Okay, so that's covered the whole of the first layer. It's really stuck down well. As I say, we are going to cover it with glue as well. But now, to make sure it folds under here, we actually need to snip up at the corners so that we can get a little fold line. And I think I'm probably going to put paper on the bottom of this one as well. But if you now run your finger along, it folds over nice and neatly. So I was going to give these boxes out. I was going to do them as, I don't know, Easter embellishment boxes or Happy Mail or a prize or something. But that last one I showed you with all the flowers, I absolutely fell in love with. I don't know if I can part with it. Is that really bad? There we go. Right. Put the glue just here. Doesn't matter if it leaks out because the clue is in the name. It dries clear. And then I'm going to put a little bit over here. Like that. And then I'm just going to put a little bit around the edges on the actual washi tape itself, just to help it along its way. If it seeps out, it doesn't matter because I'm going to cover the bottom anyway. So these boxes do not take very long to do it all, but I think they look really, really effective. I did think that this one I'm doing now, because it's a gardening theme, I might be able to use the Papercraft Society box with this one because it had some gardening influences in it. So I've pulled it out so that I can have a look in a minute and see if anything from the kit will work with what I want to do. It may not, but you never know. Right, that's now glued in place. So I'm going to do the top layer, and I'm going to use this one for the top layer. Now this one I tend to do in stages. So I'm going up to the edge. There's like, you can see it falls away here, so I'm going up to that edge, and then what should happen is it will tuck down the other side so that the top layer of the box is covered. See, like that. We will need to stick this with glue again because it sticks for like a short time and then it starts lifting. And again, just trim the edges up so that you get a nice neat fold. And then the same this side. And I'm going all the way up to the end. I don't leave a gap or anything. So I've covered over that last line of washi. Let's just turn that over there. Don't normally use these scissors for anything except paper, but this washi, it's not particularly sticky, so I don't think it's going to cause me any issues. Right, let's do the next line. I thought this was a really nice use for these boxes. You wouldn't even have to make them an embellishment box like this one, because it's got all the garden paraphernalia on. Could easily become a seed box if you've got seeds or something, or if you've got a gardener in the family, you could turn it into a seed box, fill it with seeds. I'm sure you could find a way to mark what's in each tray. And then this bottom pieces I'm also going to do just to the edge. I'm going to cut it on a slant as well because the box does slant. But now I need to make another straight edge before I do the last one, because the slant's not going the same way, obviously. Okay, so that is the top and the bottom covered in washi. Just have to glue that in place, but I'll do that afterwards. So the next thing I need to do is select a paper to go in the roof of the box. Now look at all these, they are stunning. Some of these were sent to me in Happy Mail, others I got when I started crafting. So I'm just going to pick out ones that I think might look quite good in the lid. That one again, I think I used that in the last one, but I do like it. And these are one of those things I have and I haven't used, and it seems such a shame. I don't think I've picked that one out. And I am going to put some on the bottom as well, I think, because I think it looked quite effective. Right, let's have a look. I actually quite like the green for the top actually, because it fits in with the design quite well. I'm thinking maybe the blue on the bottom. Right, that is what I'm going to do. That was nice and easy. So I'm sure you could probably use a die or something to do this next bit, but I found if I get this one that I want to use and turn it upside down so the pattern is facing the top, I can actually, I'm going to put it slightly over this edge because there's I don't want that. I can hold it in place. First of all, if I go around with the pen, it will find where the edges are, and then I can really quickly draw around, and then all I've got to do is cut it out basically. I'm sure you could use a die, but this is just as quick and it saves me getting out the die cutting machine. So now I've got a rough idea where the edges are because it's scored it for me. I can just follow around with the pen. There we go, and now I've just got to cut that out. So this will end up being slightly smaller than the inside of the box lid, but that's fine because it's going to get decorated up anyway. Now I did consider using my House Couple Ditch collection for this box lid, but then I thought the whole point of this exercise was to use things that I've had for ages and not used, or not used a lot. I do use my House Couple Ditch stuff. It's one of the most reached for things I have is my House Couple Ditch collection, so I thought I will use these. As you can see, there is a border around that. You wouldn't have to put one in if you didn't want one, but it doesn't worry me overly. So I'm going to glue that in place now, again with the dry clear glue, because otherwise you'll see the glue through the lid when the lid is open, and that would annoy me. Now I did find with the last one I did, you could still see a few of the glue marks, but it wasn't anything too bad. Like, it didn't really stand out. You had to really look to see them, so I wasn't too worried by that, to be honest. And then for the blue one, I'm just going to put the glue straight onto the bottom of the box. Make sure to get the washi so that it's held down. I know we glued it, but it's nice to hold it in place. There we go. And then I'm just going to pop that on the bottom, like so. And then when this is dried, all I need to do is trim the excess off with the scissors. Now obviously I've used pattern paper, so I did have to make sure that it was the right way up. But that's going to look really nice when it's done. Yeah. Okay, so let's start putting these embellishments in place. So how I do this next bit is I just start laying things out roughly where I think I'm going to want them, and then once I'm happy I will stick it all down. I really enjoyed painting these with the Nouveau mousses. I used my finger just to put it on. I'm sure I could have used a brush or, you know, something like that, but I just thought I could get a better coverage using my fingers. And you don't need a lot. A little goes a long way with the Nouveau mousses. I'm actually planning on doing a video all about the Nouveau mousses at some stage, because they really are so versatile and I keep banging on about them, so I thought I would show you. So keep an eye open for that. I'm just trying to make sure that I've evenly spaced all these embellishments. These roses, again, they are something I've had for such a long time. Probably, again, one of the first things I bought when I was first starting out crafting, bizarrely. And then just, for whatever reason, didn't use much. So I thought I'd use those. And the buttons, they just work with this, what I'm trying to achieve, and Laura sent me those. they were in a embellishment box Laura sent me, so it's nice to use those. Am I happy with that? I actually think I am. I actually think that looks quite nice as it is, so I'm going to stick those down. I'm just going to use this. I did have my tacky glue in here as well, but I'll just use my Cosmic Shimmer. Okay, that is all now stuck in place. I think it looks really good. I'm really happy with that. So that's all I need to do. That's got a fold in it already, handy. I can just trim that off. And like so, that glue will obviously dry in a bit, and then that will look really sweet. So let's just have a quick flick through Papercraft Society box and see if there's anything I do want to add from this kit. I think the box looks good as it is really, but we'll have a look. I don't think I want to stamp anything on there, and those are a little bit big. So I don't think I'll add those. What dies did we have? See, now the picket fence stencil, that would have looked quite good going around the edge, but it's just a bit large. So no, I don't think I will do that. And those are the, no, do you know, I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to do a different project to use that kit up. So we won't use that for now, although that would have looked quite nice in the lid. Oh well, I've done it now. So I'm just wondering whether I want to add anything else or whether to leave it as it is really. I think I'd struggle to find anything small enough to add. Having said that, I just went and looked through my stash and I found these, which are really cute beaded pearl flowers. I'm wondering if these might work in a few of the little holes. I think they actually look quite cute. Put another one there. Maybe I'll do 5 of those. Always try and work in odd numbers. Maybe. So ideally I didn't really want them near the pink flowers, but it's a bit hard to avoid. I didn't want them too close together, but again, it's a bit hard to avoid because all the holes I want to fill are kind of near each other. Maybe something like that. And that's cute. Stick those down. Oh dear. I'm actually wondering about grabbing some Nouveau drops as well, because I had those Nouveau drops in a bundle at Christmas, didn't I? I haven't used them all, so I might go and see if I've got anything green maybe that I could put on. And I had pink and blue, which I don't think I'm going to want to put on here. But we'll have a look and see if I've got a green one. I don't think I do. Do I? Right. While those are drying, I'm just going to go and have a look. I didn't have any green Nouveau drops, but I do have the Dovecraft 3D Pearl Effects in green. But I'm just wondering if I actually need it now, because I kind of like that as it is. So I think I'm just going to walk away and say it's done. Do you know, if you play with something too much, sometimes you just can't help yourself, can you? And then you think, what have I done? Anyway, I will glue the top bit down once I finish filming, but that is basically how I've been altering my little boxes. Isn't that adorable? I love it. So thank you very much for watching today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have been following along with me and trying out my fall in love with your current stash idea, how is it going? I hope it is going well for you. I will be back soon with more videos. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.